everybody, Trisha here. So, today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 things that I think are so worth it and worth your money and your time to spend in early retirement. The splurges that I make in my life that I feel enrich it and fulfill me by participating in any of these activities. One of the things that I place at the very top of my priority spend splurge would be elevating my eating. So, elevating my eating by buying more quality products. And if I'm going to go to the grocery store and not eat out, then I like to buy things that I feel are have less preservatives, less sugars, things that, make you feel good after you eat them. You're full, you're content, and you actually really enjoyed the meal you were able to make. So for me, spending money on healthy food, whether I cook it myself or I go out to eat, as a splurge in early retirement, to me, that's one of the areas that I find is well worth it. I also try to limit the amount of fast food that I eat. We all know that fast food is not good for you. It ends up just sitting in your gut. And I heard a staggering comment, and I don't know if it's true, but I watched Dr. Berg. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he is a great channel to follow because he gives you so much medical information on topics that if you haven't experienced now, you probably will at some time, or you have older parents and they're already experiencing them. So, one of the things that they had mentioned was that one French fry, because of all of the bad seed oil that's inside French fries that they're cooked in, one cigarette is equal to one French fry. Now, I don't know if that's accurate. It sounds a little bit absurd to me, but if that's true, French fries are really not very good for you. So, for me, I try to limit the amount of fast food that I eat. Obviously, I do eat fast food. Once in a while, we stop if we're on the way home from the beach and it's just more convenient. But I like to choose which fast foods I think are a little bit better for me. And for me, that's In and Out. I like their products more than I like other hamburger places. I think they use real meat and they use real potatoes. So although it's fried in bad, probably canola oil, it's still at least a French fry made out of potato. So um, that's important. Anyway, I typically try to eat when I do eat fast food. I go to places like that I feel are a little bit more nutritious. The second splurge that I think is game changer, totally worth it, is investing in a home gym. My home gym, we started actually getting more quality products in 2020 when COVID hit, because we weren't able to go to a gym and we had been used to going to the gym where we had memberships at. So we decided to purchase a new bike, not a Peloton, but I think it's an Echelon. And I have used that bike probably every day. I love it. And I also subscribe to Apple Fitness. So I have my iPad where I can track all my workouts and I can challenge myself if I want with a bike ride, or I usually use that for my yoga classes. And it's been so worth it. And I think the annual plan was like $79. So totally worth it. That's like 2 months of my gym membership. I don't go to the gym anymore just because I have the space, we have the equipment, and we also have a Bowflex that we had purchased, I want to say 7-10 years ago. And so that's my workout: free weights, a bike, um, and my yoga and my Bowflex, and then I walk my dog. So to me, home gym, totally worth it. Subscriptions that allow you to do your workouts, the various workouts that you like on your time parameter whenever you feel like doing it. No brainer. Definitely a splurge I think everybody should give themselves, because hey, we need to take care of our health. And in early retirement, If we want to stay physical, if we want to continue to be able to do all of the things that we love doing, we have to be healthy in our bones, and we need our strength in order to do those things. So that would be my number 2 splurge. My number 3 splurge would be travel. Probably number 1, but it's number 3 on my list. So travel to me is my love. And so I think spending the money to go to the places that you've always wanted to go to is, the true meaning of wealth. And even if you're going to a remote area that, isn't full of fancy things, the ability that you're able to get there and see something that you've always wanted to see, to me, is totally worth the money. Now, obviously, there's other things that you can do to try to minimize the expense that goes along with travel, such as using credit cards, hacking. You sign up for a credit card and it's going to give you 80,000 points if you spend $4,000 and my property taxes are due. I'm going to get that credit card. I'm going to spend the 4,000 to pay my property taxes, and I'm going to get the 80,000 points. And those 80,000 points can turn into a round trip ticket to Europe. So definitely ways to minimize the expenses in travel and still be able to go do all of the things that you want to do. So number 3 on my list is travel. And I think it's worth, everything that you possibly can put towards it, because it just enriches you. And there's so many elements of the travel that are so beneficial and so worth it, not to mention the journey that you go on. So that's my number 3. Number 4 would be relationships. And it's kind of interesting that, when you do travel, you're experiencing new relationships with the people you're traveling with the people you meet along the way, with the friendships that you build if you go with your friends, or time alone with your spouse, or doing something with your children, all of those things, or your parents. I just got back from, well, not just, in August, my mom and I took a 2-week trip to southern Spain. Absolutely loved it. Phenomenal. We went to Granada. Always wanted to go to Granada. We went to Sevilla, and we also we stayed. Our main place that we kind of hunkered down was Malaga. Fantastic trip. Very easy to get around everywhere. Buses to all the different places. Just phenomenal. Absolutely loved it. So the food was amazing. The people were amazing. And I got quality time with my mom, who's 81, going to be 82 next year. And, you just don't know how many more days you have like that. And so you really, to be able to experience those things with the people that you care about, to me, is worth all the money in the world. So, and that's our whole purpose in to me, in retiring early, is that you get that time to spend with those people and build those relationships. So for me, number 4 would be relationships on my list. And that leads me to my 5th one, which is whatever it is your thing. If your thing is biking and you want to buy a mountain bike, every couple of years, or fix up your mountain bike, or you play the guitar, or you like, I don't know, snowboarding. There's so many different hobbies, and I think you deserve it to treat yourself to splurging on that one thing that really just brings you joy, brings you happiness, gives you purpose, and allows you to really have a fulfilled life. And so to me, I think your 5th thing that you can splurge on, at least that's what I feel, that I deserve to splurge on, that one thing that just really brings me joy and fulfillment or contentment, or just allows you to have a smile on your face and be happy that you're here, and gives you contentment. So those are the 5 splurges in my book that I feel are just the epitome of really feeling like you made it in life. Early retirement is a time to enjoy your life and to give yourself all the love and all of the fulfillment that you've postponed for 20, 30, 40 years of your life. So you deserve it. You need to find out what your five are and give those to you and enjoy every second of them. That's what I'm doing. So follow along, subscribe if you're interested in my material, and let's continue our wonderful journey of life.